Hey guys, Marsengan here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so we got our one copy of Lord Slug, got him awakened. We are going to do the 55% showcase here. We're going to jump straight in. Obviously he has an intro animation, which is why we're starting here, as opposed to just starting with the character details up. So yeah, here we go. Hasten the conversion of Earth. And we get the domain. Because his intro activates his domain. So yeah, typically we've got the first rotation double Lord Slug and Int Boo, who's a unit that doesn't have big bad bosses, which is a little bit annoying. It is what it is. So there you go. Activate the domain. So we'll keep mine on rotation. They do have just Fierce Battle. Obviously 55%, freshly pulled, freshly awakened, so he's 55% level 1 links. His leader skill, of course, pretty good. The movie bosses, Demonic Power, the new category, and Inhuman Deeds, 170. Additional 30% for Terrifying Conquerors or Space Traveling Warriors. His super attack, raise attack and defense for 1 turn, immense damage, and a great chance to stun. This Gohan can be stunned in the first phase, so that'll be quite funny. So we get the entrance animation, which gives him an extra 200% attack and 33% damage reduction for the rest of the battle. And he creates the domain Earth Shrouded in Clouds for 3 turns. You get that if you have 3 or more demonic power allies on the team on his entry turn. Then his base passive, Key +2 attack and defense 200%, reduced damage received by 33%. So as long as you got the intro buff, 66% damage reduction, which is good. He launches an additional attack that has a great chance to become a super. Additional attack and defense 50% with each attack performed up to 200. Then he foresees enemy super attacks starting from the turn in which he receives 5 attacks. He recovers 6% HP when HP is 66% or less at the end of the turn, and then recovers 10% HP at the end of your turn and gives all allies Key 2 while the domain is active. So that is good. So we're starting off, we've got 145k defense. The friend has a level 8 defense equipped, so it's 148. 145k of defense start of turn is not the best, but obviously he does have 66% damage reduction as well. So we'll go ahead and see what that's going to look like here. Obviously he builds up as he does attacks as well, so turn 1 is his worst turn. Of course he gets supered immediately. 141, I mean that's not terrible. So he's received 2 attacks. I guess the downside that this Gohan can be stunned is that we want Slug to get hit, right? So he can get his Scouter. But there's the additional from the passive, which does convert into a super. So that's 5 million. Stun again. So that's 2 out of 4 attacks from his passive. No big bad bosses active on this turn as well, remember. Plus, of course, because this is a freshly pulled level 1 links like character, it's very unlikely that we're going to have big bad bosses active very often, because without it being link leveled, obviously it has the HP restriction, but we'll see. Now both the slugs have 66%. He gets his intro buff even if the domain doesn't activate, he gets his intro buff. Otherwise, the unit would be terribly designed, because imagine, like, making a unit that's supposed to be, like, you run 2 of them as a leader and 1 of them doesn't get their buff. That would be awful. But yeah, the demonic power category has some weird, like, things, as a lot of categories in this game do. But yeah, Cell has, like, Namekian DNA, but it's not a Namekian, so I guess it makes sense, I guess. But then it's demonic power, like Majin power. It's like it's not specifically saying that it's a demon race character, it's just demonic power. So yeah, the Omega Shenron or Birdcoo special. That's what you don't want. You don't want to have the leaders of the team essentially, like, cancelling out each other's stuff. Right, so we got Janemba on rotation, so we've got Metamorphosis, and we would have big bad bosses, so this rotation can be pretty good. I do want Slug to get his Scouter thing activated, so I am actually going to put him in slot 1. so that he can get hit. So we'll do this. Grab these for Janemba. And then do this. Because, yeah, Slug still needs to attack twice more in order to get his full buff here. But that should be... He got attacked twice, didn't he, first turn? So there you go. That's 5 attacks. So now we have the Scouter active for him going forwards. Does it activate mid-turn? Can we see a super on the... Yeah, I don't know if it activates. It says starting from the turn, but... It could just be a case that he isn't going to super this turn anyway. But he's definitely not going to now because he's stunned. And now we've attacked 4 times. So... Yeah, my Slug on the main rotation is now fully built up. Has the Scouter. And Janemba can do his thing here as well. Janemba can obviously be a very, very good slot 1 unit for this team, sharing those couple of links with Slug. Int Boo, definitely an interesting choice for the team. Like, he doesn't have to be on... There's quite a few units that we put on this team that don't get, like, the full 170, but that's fine. Because, yeah, Nail gets his damage reduction on this team, although they only share Namekians and Fierce Battle, which means he doesn't get any key. We do have Slug's active skill. So Slug has an active skill. Activated when HP is 60% or less, or starting from the 4th turn. Massively raise attack temporarily and does ultimate damage. Now, he hasn't... he hasn't done his attacks yet, so... Can I actually get 3 key even? I suppose he doesn't need to do supers to build up. He just needs to attack to build up. There we go. Alright. Yeah, it's definitely like a, not necessarily the most like optimal build of this team, obviously, but just to mess around as the first version of the team. Obviously, Kid Buu, very good on the team. Floating, super easy A support character. Has big bad bosses. I should have put the Turles army on here. But I mean, the friend one getting up to 9.1 million attack here. Considering the friend is also 55% level 1 links. And then, yeah, Nail, of course, has Namekian allies, which means he has damage reduction. No Piccolo on the team, though, so he doesn't give support, but... Yeah, Namekians should really be a link. At level 10, it should absolutely give key, and... So there you go, the second Slug's domain can activate now. There's the Scouter effect coming into play. See, I don't want Janemba to just kill Gohan, which he probably would. So we'll do this. So yeah, this is now fully built up and with Kid Buu support. 537k defense at 55% level 1 links with 66% damage reduction. Which means that, like, what is a 3? I think we did the calcs when we were talking about on stream the other day, but like, if a 3 million damage super attack minus 66% would do 1 million damage. So then if we take off the like 530,000, it means he would take 490k from a 3 million damage super attack, which, I mean, 490k is still a lot, but we would live. And then obviously remember that his super attack effect is to raise attack and defense for 1 turn. So as soon as he super attacks once, he's already got more defense than that already anyway. So let's see what we get up to here. Yeah, 10.9, so basically 11 million at 55%, and he doesn't have big bad bosses active. That's the other thing to bear in mind as well. He doesn't have big bad bosses active, so that 530 odd K defense at the start of the turn would actually be over 650, close to 700. So that's very, very good. Like I said before, like when we were talking about the details and stuff, just from reading his kit, like you could tell that he was definitely going to be pretty good. But Yeah, Boo has not really had any sort of like build up yet at all. The friend one I think is almost fully built up at this point. Physical Lord Slug getting an easy A would be awesome. Alright, so Imbu's just going to get killed and then we'll revive. That's fine. But yeah, physical giant form Lord Slug getting an easy A would be really good for the team. I think Bojack could get an easy A because he's on the banner. He could just be on the banner because of the Space Traveling Warriors movie boss, Big Bad Boss's character, but hopefully STR Bojack is on the banner because he's getting an easy A. Right, we'll save the active skill for now. So we've got Metamorphosis, Namekians, Fierce Battle, 435k. Obviously less without the Kid Buu support, but there we go. But yeah, chances are they won't, like, we won't know anything until probably by the end of the week, like the weekend. We might get the details tweeted out for whoever the easy A is going to be. But yeah, 9.6 with the with no support. Because remember, like I say, Nail isn't supporting because there isn't a Piccolo on the team. Additional into a 10.1. I did give mine a level 5 additional silver skill orb as well, but I was about to say I don't think he's done the hidden potential additional yet, but there we go. So I mean, basically triple 10 million attack stat at 55% level 1 links. That means he's raised his defense by 30% 3 times and has 66% damage reduction. We have a Scouter, so we know he's not going to super this turn. Like, yeah, Slug seems very, very good. Easy A will definitely determine like how good overall his team is going to be, like who the Easy A for this celebration is going to be. But definitely some interesting potential. Okay, so I think is the friend Slug built up enough to have his Scouter, or are we just not getting supered? I actually can't tell. But let's do, yeah, so he's got 548k with the Kid Buu. Let's do his active skill here. We can save the other one for the Tech Gohan, but I want to see it. So we'll do it on Gohan, because obviously if we do it on Goku, he dodges, and then you miss like half the animation. But let's go ahead and use the active skill here. Zwoo.
What's wrong? Has your courage withered upon witnessing my true form?
Hello! Just pops out of the building. I love it. So 9 million damage crit. He doesn't get any stats on super because he's already fully built up. So I would see normally when he's at level 10 links, you leave the rotation like this, right? Because he gets Big Bad Bosses from Kid Buu. But we obviously don't have Big Bad Bosses at level 10. We're on full health, so it's not active. I mean, that is pretty crazy. 548k without Big Bad Bosses. And then with Big Bad Bosses, he's going to be at what? Like, he's basically at 550. So if we just add 25%, that would put him up to 687k. So after he supers, he's going to be well over 700k with 66% damage reduction. And that's at 55% as well. Now that's really, really good. So the Dokkan attack from Buu, interesting. I like to do this event for showcasing characters because you have the infinite, like, Goku who just can't die. But at the same time, we do have type disadvantage to this Gohan, so I want to get onto the tech final phase and see what Slug is doing. Also, like, Buu's not very built up. He did die in that turn before doing any attacks. And I think he got floated off early on as well, so he's not as built up as he could be at this point. But yeah, the fraud fireworks for Vegeta. I wanted to wait until Slug was in the game so I could get some testing with him. So obviously we're doing this showcase now. I'm gonna do some other stuff with him and his team, but then I definitely want to make a video just talking about like what the heck happened with going from Scout of going from the worldwide where all the summonable units were really good, then we got Scout of Vegeta, and then this guy. Like the quality of units goes like this. It's like worldwide units are all great, Vegeta was like bad, and then this guy seems really good. Obviously no crits against type disadvantage means we're not going to do a lot of damage, but tanks all the hits, that's what we like to see. Oh yeah, and Kui as well, whereas Slug's banner unit is actually good. There you go, Demon King Piccolo transform. Now we've got two Namekians that have used the Dragon Balls to become young on the same team. Okay, so he's going to tank he's going to tank a super from Goku here. Let's see that. So I'll get Janemba to attack Goku just so we can see this play out here. 17.8. Remember, Janemba is not on the 200% lead because he's not a Terrifying Conqueror or Space Traveling Warriors unit either. 11.7 for Slug on this turn. Alright, so only got the one super, so let's see how well he tanks this super from Gohan. Or from Goku even, because it's type neutral. 18k. That's it. 55% level 1 links. So level 10 links with Big Bad Boss is active. He takes double-digit damage from that, basically. Which is crazy. Demon King Piccolo. There we go. So when I did the showcase for him, when he got his Easy A for the World Tournament, it's like, he seems like he could be kind of good, but like, what team are you supposed to run him on? Because he wants to be run with extreme class allies, which means he doesn't really work on Dragon Ball Saga. But yeah, here you go. This is the team that you're supposed to run him on, apparently. Here we get all the healing. Fat Boo's obviously revived, so we get the extra super. Fat Boo doesn't link very well with Slug, so he's a bit of a weird addition for the team. But there's a couple of units that I want to try out specifically on Slug's team for videos, so I didn't want to put them in this initial 55% showcase. But obviously Int Boo can be a very solid unit defensively to like hold down slot 1. Because that's the thing with Slug, he has 66% damage reduction, but his start of turn defense early on isn't the craziest. But any additional from his passive not becoming a super, and then no hidden potential. Yeah, that's good. Very good tanking though, we'd love to see that. Now up to 4 mil. Now obviously stacks defense as well, and has his damage reduction because we have the Namekian allies on the team. So that means the friend Slug, I guess, didn't have his Scouter ability up because we didn't see the Goku super. Interesting. Okay, we'll see how Janemba is going to fare here. I do want Slug to attack, because this is a good rotation. Big Bad Bosses could activate mid-turn as well, which would be nice. And we're on full health anyway, so... Okay, well of course it isn't, because Janemba's just going to tank everything for double-digit damage. It's one of those things, there's like 22 mil as well, damn. One of those things, like I said, you do really want your Big Bad Bosses characters are probably the most important. Nice. to get Link leveled, like that Link specifically, Big Bad Bosses, getting it to 10 is going to make such a huge difference for these characters, right? Yeah, 10 into 11.5. That's really, really good for 55% level 1 Links. No crits though, so Gohan still lives. I think Kid Buu hasn't been hit like a single time. He's got like none of his build up. Can we finally be done with this this phase? Unfortunately though, we got to get those for you, otherwise no super. But yeah, I mean, Lord Slug just seems really, really good. Let's put the actual Lord Slug active skill as to that. But yeah, a lot of the units on this team, like I say, have are only getting the 170 lead, like Fat Boo, Kid Buu. Yeah, because none of the Boos are on Terrifying Conquerors or Space Traveling Warriors, are they? So there's a few characters on here not getting the full 170. Janemba as well, full 200 even. In fact, I think Slug might be the only one actually on this particular team. Oh no, because Demon King Piccolo's on Terrifying Conquerors. Hey, there's the crit, so we actually take him out. Territory skill activated. Right, so let's do the active skill. Wow, that's look how much he's reduced Slug's ki. He has 2 ki. That's crazy. Yeah, if Slug released in a different time slot, he would be like a really good unit to go for summon wise. But yeah, with Heroes coming up soon, I know Heroes is a big thing over here on the channel and with my community. Heroes is probably an easier skip for lower spending players or free-to-play players, but we gotta rep that Heroes agenda. We literally can't get a super attack with Slug. I mean, yeah, we can get 6 ki, so we might as well just grab this then and hope we get the additional from his passive. 435k start of turn. Get a super attack here for Nail. Janemba dodging the super. Love to see that. 9 mil. We'll see what Slug does here and then we'll sort of end it off, because he without getting any more sort of like stacking or anything like that, we've obviously kind of seen the numbers that we're going to see out of him. But yeah, 55% level 1 links, like Lord Slug seems really, really good. He's dropping like 9 to 10 million attack stats, tanking everything, healing at the end of the turn if you're dropping below a certain amount of HP. With the 2 friends, you get the 2 domains like back to back, which work really well. So yeah, I mean, he seems really, really good. It'll be fun to try and like test out and see what the best version of his team is going to be. Hopefully we get a good easy A as well for this celebration to buff the team, like somebody like the STR Bojack, and hopefully that's why he's on the banner. But yeah, I guess we will have to see. So you guys let me know all of your thoughts down below in the comment section about Lord Slug. He seems really, really good. But yeah, we'll try him out with some different teams and some different events and see how we get on. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.